Hey guys, back again with another video. I've had a chance to take the new Giant out 2 times at our local trails here in Austin. Took it to Walnut Creek Metro Park on Friday, and then also again this morning. Just want to kind of give my overall thoughts, first impressions, kind of short review. Short-term review, I guess. I've got about, I don't know, close to 20 miles on it by now. And everything held up great. Real smooth, quiet. The only thing that's a little noisy on this bike is the cables up front. They're a little rattly, but it's not too terrible. I was gonna zip tie these up, but I'm just gonna leave them for now. It's not really hurting anything. And then I'm getting a little bit, I think I heard this morning a little bit of noise, kind of like a pinging sound, kind of like that. I'm pretty sure it was this. And I'm pretty sure that it's the dropper cable inside bouncing around a little bit. So not too terrible. I've seen people put foam and stuff inside their tube wrapping around the cables. I'm not gonna do that because it's just gonna cause problems later on. But everything's holding up great. No chain drops, no shifting issues. The Dior 12-speed is holding up great. This one does have a clutch. Everything's pretty pretty dirty now. It's been pretty dry here for a couple weeks, so everything's real dusty. I gotta clean all this junk off. The one thing that I did over the weekend, since I don't go to the trails on the weekend because they're just too busy, I swapped out the handlebars. The handlebars that came on here were 780, and when I rode on Friday, I was using those bars, and for me, they were just too wide. I felt like I was, not very confident going between the trees. And being that I'm a short person, I just felt like it was too wide for me. So I went back to the Wake bars. I think they're 740, 720. I'm not sure. I'll put a thing up, to confirm what the actual width of these bars are. But on my ride this morning, I felt super comfortable, in and out of the trees, between the trees, that I didn't have that fear of doing a bar check and getting thrown off the bike. I'm going to switch things up. So if you've already noticed, I took the brown seat off. I'm gonna go with sort of a more darker theme, or I don't know, I guess neutral. So I put the seat back on that came with it, the Romero seat. And this, while it's very hard, it's a lot harder than my other saddle. When I rode on it today, it felt great. I think it's a little bit wider, so it kind of helped in that aspect. It felt more stable, I guess. And I didn't have any issues with getting sore or anything like that. So I think I'm gonna leave this on here. Well, I'm gonna leave this on here. So it's black and gray. I ordered some race face grips, the same ones that I've got here, but they're in gray. And I ordered some new Rock Brothers pedals that are gonna be silver, titanium. I'll put the new parts up. They should be here tomorrow. So that way I've got kind of this black, gray, blue thing going on. So it'll be kind of a nice change versus these extreme kind of neon-y colors. And I thought these were pretty toned down a little bit from like the orange and the blues that I've been had in the past. But we'll see. The pedals that I'm getting are actually aluminum. I'm not sure. They're not plastic or nylon like these guys are. So we'll see. I did just do a bike weigh before I started this video. I had a suspicion that I gained a little bit of weight with the tires and the dropper post addition. And I think that the original weight from the bike shop was 30 point something. I can't remember for sure. But I'm up to rather 33 flat. So it's pretty good considering full suspension, my big old Minion tires, and a dropper post added on here to only gain about 2 or 3 pounds. I'm happy with that weight being 33. I didn't feel like it was super heavy on the trails. It's easy to climb. It rolls really nice. Everything just works. So I'm going to clean everything off. You can kind of see where my usage was on the shock in the front. So I didn't bottom out, I don't believe. Pretty sure I didn't. Otherwise that ring would have been up. So there was no bottoming out. I still had a lot of room there. And then at the rear shock, you can kind of see my dirt lines. Wasn't bottoming this one out either. But I was mostly staying on the easier trails this morning. Again, it's the work week, and I've got to pick up my kids from school, so don't want to get too wild out there. Quick update. I'm waiting on a replacement dropper because, as you know, I harvested the dropper post from the Axum. So I'm waiting on a replacement for the Axum, and then this one will be going up for sale. Should be the same dropper post. It might have a different lever configuration, but it's the Exaform dropper post 30.9. I ordered that last Tuesday. It was supposed to be here, I think, in 2 days, and now it's already almost been a week. Been waiting on that, but over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, I think it was Saturday, I went ahead and put everything back to stock on the Axum, with the exception of the stem and the handlebars. So these handlebars, I believe, are the original GT Aggressor Pro handlebars. I have the original Axum handlebars, but I don't have any grips that'll fit those. I guess they're a little bit narrower than, I guess, these kind of standard diameter grips. So I put that on there. I don't have the original stem because I gave that to my dad to use for... No, I didn't give it to my dad. I gave it to somebody else. Somebody came and bought something from me. I think it was a set of tires. Oh, no, somebody came and bought the shocks from the Sun Tour shocks from the GT Aggressor Pro. They bought those for me, and then they needed a stem. They asked me if I had one, and I did, and that I think one I gave them was the one off the Axum. So I got to get rid of or part with my wake stem here. I guess it doesn't really matter. I have got one on the GT already, so I've got 2 of those. The grips, I'm keeping the Zoom brakes on here because I don't want to reinstall the cable brakes or the mechanical brakes. I have no use for these Zooms now. And I put the stock fork back on, replaced or re-replaced the stock headset, cups, and the loose bearing. So it's basically a stock bike. Put the Axe drivetrain back on, minus the kind of front end here on the cockpit. I even had the kickstand, put that back on. These are the stock pedals that came with the bike that I never put on. So there's that. Replaced the original cranks. I don't think I kept the original bottom bracket out of here. I think I might have, when I first got the bike, I just took it out and pitched it straight away. So I tried using the bottom bracket from the aluminum comp, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to work. So this is actually the bottom bracket from the GT Aggressor Pro. It's square taper, but I believe it's a sealed cartridge. It's a little bit heavy, but it works, and everything is ready to go. Somebody, whoever gets this bike is going to get a fully assembled with a little bit of upgrades already, and they should be able to do what they want, make this bike what they want. That's the stock, you know, the whole everything, the chain, the cassette, derailleur, cranks, everything is stock here. The only thing that I needed to do was add a quick link or a master link to the chain since I broke it originally. And yeah, I'm really, I even saved the front badge, and it was still in good enough shape and good enough sticky shape that, you know, I threw it back on there. Tires have basically 0 miles on them. The frame has, you know, I don't know, 150 miles on it, but everything else is basically new. So we'll see how well I'm able to sell it. Hopefully I get what I'm asking. I still don't know what the asking price is gonna be. I'm thinking, you know, I don't know. Let me know what you would sell the Axum for, kind of in a hybrid stock, slightly upgraded, but really kind of not condition. I mean, it's in good shape. It hasn't been crashed. There's hardly any nicks on it. I got a couple of scratches, but it's still basically a new bike. So I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't want to say a number. I don't want people to get mad. Anyway, that's just my update for today. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.